I want to get to a really important conversation. As Sexual Assault Awareness Month comes to a close, the Travis County Attorney's Office is opening the doors to a newly created space designed to support those who are seeking protective orders. Here to talk more about how that came about and some other resources available to survivors here in our community is Delia Garza, the Travis County Attorney, Stephanie Richardson, Director of the Victim Witness Services Division, and Elizabeth Whited, the Director of the Family Violence and Protective Order Division. Thanks to each of you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I do want to start by noting you all are wearing denim. Explain what's behind that today. Today is known as Denim Day, and I'll let y'all take it away from there.
Yeah, so Denim Day is recognized internationally. It began in the 1990s in Italy. A ruling for a sexual assault case was overturned, and it was because the parliament decided that because the woman had on tight jeans, she must have assisted in the actual rape, thereby giving consent. And so on the third Wednesday of April, and also during Sexual Assault Awareness Month, this is recognized internationally as Denim Day.
And what's the hope behind the message? If people see you all wearing your denim today, what kind of stigmas are you hoping to push out?
Well, I think it started as a protest. It was actually female members of the Italian parliament showed up in jeans and to show solidarity and support for that survivor. And then it has slowly spread globally, and it spread to, I think, Sacramento was the first time female leaders in Sacramento also did the same thing. And it is, as Stephanie mentioned, to show that solidarity and that support, and to get rid of, to reduce the stigma of whether in any way women invite this type of violent behavior. And it's just to stand in solidarity with them.
We've seen a lot of recent headlines across the country in different ways showing how sexual violence, domestic violence, violence against women is still so pervasive. But I want to zoom in here in Travis County. What kind of impacts do you all see in your different spaces of how are women impacted by violence here in our community?
They are impacted. We are not unique in that. We do follow those kind of national trends that you are seeing. And so just for example, last year in 2025, overall homicides were down in Austin, but 35% of those were intimate partner related homicides. And we've already had 2 this year. So our community is impacted by domestic violence and sex assault specifically. And so at the Travis County Attorney's Office, we're a partner and a multidisciplinary collaboration of the Austin Travis County High Risk Team. And so what that is it's law enforcement partners, it's nonprofits, advocates, the district attorney's office, and our office. We meet weekly to staff high-risk cases, and these are cases that, based on the facts, based on the history, show a high risk of lethality. We're meeting weekly to staff those cases and see what wraparound services can we offer those survivors. Is it a camera on their door to make sure that the aggressor doesn't come? Is it a protective order through the county attorney's office, or other services that they may need?
You brought us right to this new space. Talk about what it is, how will it practically work, and then why is it so important?
So the county attorney's office has long provided protective orders, and I just want to kind of explain what that is really quick. A protective order is a set of legal rules ordered by a judge that prohibits or limits the way that one individual interacts with the other. And these types of orders have shown to be very effective in reducing future violence. And the county attorney's office has provided this service for free, no eligibility requirements as far as income, for a long time. But I don't think we were doing it maybe in the most trauma-informed or survivor-led way. And there was an opportunity when a space opened up in the existing building, so we're not changing where people come in to apply for protective orders, that we thought was more appropriate, more accessible, larger rooms. We wanted it to feel welcoming, and most of these women are coming to us and following one of the most traumatic things that they've ever experienced. And so that is why we made sure that it was survivor-led. That's why we made sure we had survivor input. And I just want to, we've changed the way some of this is done in the county attorney's office. We created a victim services division, which didn't exist before, and it's just prioritizing that and wanting to continue to improve on the services that we provide. And it's all still a work in progress. There's still work to be done in this space, and we hope that this moves into what we would like to soon create, which is the Family Justice Center, which is even more support for survivors.
We know this is just one initiative, like you said. Talk a little bit more. I can only imagine how difficult taking that step must be to come in and file for that protective order. So what do you hope to see now that this space is open for folks coming into really a scary moment?
Yeah, you know, I also just want to recognize the dream team that I get to work with at the county attorney's office. And it's from the receptionists who receive survivors to our counselors who day in and day out are hearing these stories and helping these victims. But I'm actually going to let Stephanie talk about the process and how that, because she is our director of victim services.
Yeah, so the space was created with survivors in mind, but we also got their input on the space, asking them what do they want to see when they walk in the door, how do they want to feel, how do they want to be treated. And so we have soft rooms, soft interview rooms. We have a space that's just for survivors, that's separate from the rest of the building. And we're hoping that as they come in, they feel comfortable and they feel like in that moment they're supported. The most important thing is that we walk with them through their journey. We can't take their place. We can't feel what they feel, but we can support them, and that's an important part of being trauma informed.
I could keep you here all day, and we know we would love to follow up with you as this space gets utilized and see the success that you see and stories that come out of it for people who are able to utilize it. But Delia, Stephanie, and Elizabeth, thank you so much for your time today and your work to create a safer Travis County for us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.